afternoon, dear student. Welcome to you in today's lecture of English grammar. I hope student you all are staying safe at home and watching videos regularly. Student, as we have already completed first 3 lessons of grammar, and from today onward we are going to start the comprehension part, and it is very important regarding exam purpose also, and it increases your understanding skill also. So for 5 or 10 marks, the question based on the comprehension part asked in the exam. So we are going to start it today. So just take out your book and open your book page number 168. Comprehension passages. So what is given there? There are some comprehension passages in exam. Some unseen passages, few unseen passages or unseen passages will be there. Now what you have to do, after reading the whole paragraph, whole passage thoroughly, whether it is any poetry part or any passage. So after reading it, you have to just identify you have to just find out the questions, answers from the passage. So after reading the whole paragraph, you must be able to find out the questions answers. So let's get started. So student, as you can see, the first one passage is already solved, which is given on page number 169. So the answers are already solved, already find out from the passage. So it's your homework to read the paragraph at home, and after reading you have to do practice of it, that in what way you can just find out the questions answer. So now we are going to start the next one passage, which is based on the electricity, This topic had already taught you in science subject. So we are going to see the paragraph which is based on the electricity. Electricity is generated in the power station. As we all know, the electricity is generated in the power station and then taken to the building by means or the supply cables, and then by the means or the supply cable it is provided to the building to building. For the electricity to flow along the cables, it must have a circuit, and for electricity flowing the electricity, circuit is very much important. The circuit must be complete, and the circuit must be complete. If you have seen the diagram of circuit in a science subject, so you know it very well that the circuit must be complete for flowing the electricity. Any interruption or break would stop the flow of electricity. Any interruption or break, अगर कोई भी interruption या break आ जाता है तो उससे electricity flow नहीं हो पाती. The circuit is formed by the wires conductor inside the cable. The circuit is formed by the wire conductors inside the cables. These wires are made up of metal. और जो wires होते हैं वो किससे बने होते हैं? It's made up of metal, often copper. As metal is a good conductor of electricity. It allows the electricity to flow freely. The conductors are covered by another material, a kind of plastic which does not conduct electricity and is called an insulator. So the conductor are covered by the another material. जो conductor होता है वो दूसरे material से covered होता है, and a kind of plastic जो plastic से बना होता है, which does not conduct electricity, जो electricity को conduct नहीं करता या flow नहीं करता, and it is called as a insulator. इसे क्या कहा जाता है? Insulator. This insulator stops the wires from touching to prevent the electricity from flowing into the earth. And this insulator stop the wires, और वो insulator insert wire, you can see that wires from touching the prevents the electricity from flowing into the earth, और वो जो electricity को earth तक या flow होने के लिए वो insulator रोकता है. Then the electricity flowing along a wire is called an electric current. The electricity flowing along a wire, the electricity which is flowing along a wire wire is called an electric current. उसे क्या कहा जाता है? Electric current. The electricity which is flowing along the wire, जो wire के साथ electricity flow होती है, it is called as an electric current, and the amount of flowing per second along a wire is measured in ampere. And as there are different units for measuring electric current or electric power, like the amount flowing per second. per second में electricity कितनी flow हो रही है along with the wire, it is measured in ampere. उसे किस में measure किया जाता है? Ampere में. The electric current and its force is measured in volt, and the electric current which is flowing by the wire से जो electric current flow होता है वो किस में measure किया जाता है? volt में. Electric power is measured in watt, and electric power measured in watt. 1000 watt makes a 1 kilowatt. So by this passage what we understand, that electricity is one of the source of energy, and there are different units for the measuring the electric device, like electric current measured in ampere and the electric power measured in watt, and 1000 watt makes a 1 kilowatt. 1000 watt is make a 1 kilowatt. So I hope you have understood the paragraph very well, which is based on the electricity, how the electricity provide from one place to another, and how it provide from building to building, and what is the and how the electricity would be break. So I hope you have understood it. Now on the basis of it, we are going to see some question answers which is based on it. So let us see. The first question, what is insulation? The first question is, what is insulation? Insulation is used to stop the wires from touching and prevent the electricity from flowing into the into the earth. Now the next question, what are the units for? What are the units for electric currents? Electric currents, the unit that can be used for the basic electric current, and that is ampere. And the second, electric power, watt. Now next question, choose the correct answers from the given question. The supply of electricity is generated in the power station. The supply of electricity is generated in the power station and taken to buildings through supply cables. और वो building तक कैसे supply की जाती है? Through supply cables. So the first one question's answer is C. Next one, the flow of electricity can only be complete with a circuit. The flow of electricity flow of electricity can only be complete with the help of circuit. A circuit is formed, and how a circuit form? अब वो circuit कैसे बना होता है? It is formed by the conductor inside the cables. It is formed by conductor. जो केबल में जो conductors होते हैं उसके थ्रू ही वो possible हो पाता है. So the second question's answer is A. Now, a metal is good conductor of electricity. A metal is good conductor of electricity. The metal often used is. The metal generally किसका use किया जाता है? Copper. Now, next one, electricity flowing through a wire. Electricity flowing through a wire is called electric current. Electricity flowing through a wire is called electric current. Now, the electric power is measured in watt. The unit for measuring electric power is watt. Now, the next one, 1 kilowatt is made up of 1000 watt. 1 kilowatt is equal to made up of 1000 watt. 1000 watt. And what word in the passage means the same as power? What word in the passage means is the same as power? Here the passage is based on the electricity and it is one of the source of the energy. So the seventh one answer is C. So I repeat it once again, just note it down. First question answer is C, supply cables. Second question answer is A, by the conductors inside the cable. Third, copper. Fourth, electric current. Fifth, watt. Sixth, 1000 watt, and the seventh one, energy. Now, one more question is given there. It is advisable to wear rubber-soled shoes when working with electric tools. Why? It is advisable. ये एडवाइस दी जाती है कि जब भी हम कोई इलेक्ट्रिक का वर्क करते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिक टूल के साथ कोई वर्क करते हैं, तो हमें रबर के शूज़ पहनने चाहिए. जिसका रबर के जो शूज़ होते हैं उसका सोल जो होता है वो रबर का बना हुआ होना चाहिए. Why it is said? So here it's homework to you. You have to just write down these answer by own. And one more passage which is given. You have to do practice at home. So I hope student you will complete your today's homework today itself, and we'll meet you in next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.